Right off the bat, before the first round starts, do you have any predictions?
You know, I really like everybody participating in this GvG, but I've gotta give it to my boys in ReKS. I'm a big fan. I've played with them a lot on SBI, and I've seen them really come a long ways as a group of players. And I would just really love to see them make a splash in their first tournament, and this would be a really good start to that.
Okay, very, very cool. So you're gonna give the GvG to Rex? You have an actual score, or you're just saying they're gonna win?
Oh, let's see, maybe 4-2.
4-2 for Rex. Is what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah, that's right. What do you got? What's your prediction here?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 4-3 for PMA.
Oh, you're thinking a close GvG.
I think it's gonna be very close. Yes.
That's exciting.
Very fixed a smoke detector for this. I don't know. My guess would be he doesn't even know what you're talking about. But either way, they're actually going to be going in just under 15 seconds. So we will, like I said, we're going to go over comps after the first round because we kind of just started pretty much right when they were ready to go. But we'll be going over that for the very beginning. And you're in the arena, right? Very interesting.
Yes.
Okay, great. But here we go. All right, let me swap scenes here.
Going into stealth.
Yeah, stealth comes out. There's the reveals.
Reveals coming out.
Does look like
PMA coming out of stealth early. Reveal landed.
There's a sneak gyro there, but he's not really on top of his group, so it's not going to give much stealth to.
Really long stealth from ReKS right now.
Yeah, it might be gyros there. Supply crit actually being dropped. Not sure if that was an
Coming
accident
out
or not.
now.
But,
Wow, PMA getting the opener.
yeah, Rex really whiffing that opener. There's going to be a target called on a Necro. PMA going to be pushing it pretty hard. They do need to be careful, though. There is a Thief going very low on their side. Looks like the damage coming out of Rex is actually a bit better. There's one
Everybody
downstage
very healthy from ReKS right now. One warrior going low, but everybody pretty much staying topped off at the moment.
The wind's coming out. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too effective. There's the wins from PMA. Trying to make an engage at the moment. No one going down from Rex as of yet. Again, this Thief going very low. Has to be careful. He does port out, but he's going to go down state. Not sure if they're going to be like the a second player going down the Scrapper as well. There is no RKS down.
One going down for ReKS, Warrior in Africa.
Yeah, oh, but the illusion comes out for him, so he is going to be saved at the moment. PMA resustaining, getting those down states back up. They're pushing back into Rex now. A lot of pressure onto Rex. Rex trying to go for a regroup, trying to get out of this damage and turn it back around. Shades as Rex pushes in on top of PMA. Veil coming out as well mid-round. That's 2 players, 3 players, 4, maybe going down in a down state. Tempest is going to miss. 1 dead player. Scrapper not going to be cleaved out. Thief as well. 3 players still in down state. I don't think PMA are going to be able to come back from this. Is 2 still down. Is 3 dead. 3 in down state now. And it looks like Rex moving off. First round going to ReKS.
Really good from ReKS right there. The sustain and the reaction from their supports on that warrior dying. That was a really quick illusion. That's definitely what they needed. That warrior needed to get right back in the action.
Let me just put the guild names on this. And while I do that, do you want to go over ReKS's?
You should go over PMA's first, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that in a second when I'm done putting their names up on screen. That's all right. But yes, very close round though, for sure. They did not. Oh, I need that name a little smaller. Didn't. It was a little bit of back and forth. There were a couple down states there. Definitely looked like Rex was maybe winning the range pressure or the engages a little bit, but either way, the reses were coming out for both guilds, and then Rex just kind of pushed in and dropped everything, and down PMA went. But yes, let's look at the comps real quick for these boys. So PMA going to be running currently 3 Firebrands, 3 Scrappers, the triple Scrapper coming out after this recent patch. They're also going to be running 4 Scourges, 2 Daredevils, 1 Warrior, and 1 Tempest, and 1 Herald who looks to be Power. So pretty support heavy. They are going to be running the double Daredevil though for that cleave pressure, but definitely we're seeing after this recent patch a lot more Scrappers and I'd say less Revenants, to be honest. I think people kind of trading out Revenants, for Scrappers is what I'm seeing a lot of.
Interesting. And we're seeing more of a pre-patch centric comp over on ReKS's side. 4 Guard, 4 Necro, 1 Scrapper, 1 Tempest, 1 Warrior, 2 Rev, 1 Thief, and 1 Mesmer. So definitely not really experimenting with the triple Scrapper comp we've seen from a couple guilds on EU already as well.
Now, how do you feel about the Chrono? Because that's certainly one of the big differences I think here in these comps. There's no Chrono on the side of PMA. And we did see that illusion coming in handy there, that round, for Rex, getting that Warrior up, who's pretty much very out of position, I should say. 1-0 are going to be next timer as well for the next round. But so how do you feel
It's
about Chrono? I mean, I've seen some guilds not running it anymore, and so dropping it again. Scrapper being very prevalent in the meta at the moment. But do you think
you
Chrono is
know
still a good option?
it's a pretty difficult slot to determine one way or another. The CC is really good. The utility is really good. You really want Illusion of Life, but it's hard to justify the rest of the kit bringing it, and it's really difficult to fit it in this patch. I think, especially because of how strong Scrapper is. But I still like Chrono. I think it can still justify a spot with how good its CC is.
And sorry, how many scrappers did you say Rex are running?
Just one
Just
that I
one.
can
Okay.
see at the moment. Yeah.
So you would think that PMA actually should have better stealth with the three if they're using sneak trial on all three of their scrappers. But it looked like Rex might have had better stealth that round.
Yes, ReKS did have very good stealth. Getting the reveal again
Oh,
right
the
away. They're
scrapper is
going
going to be
on the
focused.
ReKS scrapper.
Does he have elixir? I don't think he does.
There
I know he's
he
going to
goes.
be brought down.
He's down.
Rest of Rex,
They're
where are they? What are they doing? They're not coming out of stealth. He does get illusion there.
Oh, the illusion.
Very late illusion though. And now the engage coming out
Extremely
from Rex. PMA trying to find a target now after the stealth comes off from Rex. Still a couple of them in stealth. Looks like they may be available. There's the wind's going to be used by PMA now pretty early into the round. And a downstate 2-3
Three
going down.
for ReKS. 3 getting back up. 2 more going down. 4 people in downstate. It looks like this round's going quickly for PMA.
Yeah, there's the wins now on the side of Rex. Is going to try to push them back, but it looks like 4 still going to be in downstate. 2 getting finished. 3 getting finished now from PMA. They're pushing back in on this rest of the downstate as Rex try to res, but it's not going to happen. Scourge is coming out. Shades rather coming out from Rex, but no, not going to be enough. And PMA going to definitely take the second round. There's no way Rex come back after that engage.
Yep,
Failed
that's
engage,
a
I
dead
should say.
GG call. That is a 1-1 GvG. Interesting.
Interesting. Now, that was a little weird. Like, it actually took PMA a decent amount of time to kill the scrapper, and he was in downstate for quite a few seconds. They didn't finish him off. I'm not really sure what they were waiting for. It looked like maybe they expected Rex to engage on them, and I expected them to as well. But Rex, I mean, why did it take them so long? Do you think they just wanted to go for the res instead and not engage, not break stealth to hit PMA? Even though, in my opinion, they would have had a pretty much free engage on him.
I've got to say that's definitely a misplay there. You can definitely when they come out of stealth like that, you can definitely just W key straight at them when you land the reveal, and they don't. You don't need to take all of that extra time to go for the re-stealth. You can definitely just go hit the guys, I think, in that scenario. Rex definitely waited way too long on that opener and gave up a really huge advantage from having stealth opener.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so just to clarify for everyone, they did engage from stealth, but they could have engaged sooner, is what we're saying. They went for the re-stealth instead of engaging when their scrapper was going
They
down.
used their IOL right away.
Yeah. Although, again, it was a pretty late IOL. I think PMA definitely should have had the cleave, although, I don't know. I mean, it looked like they were delaying their damage on the scrapper a little bit, maybe. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe
I think they were trying not to use very intense cooldowns.
Yeah,
because they thought they were about to get stealth opened on, but they probably should have just tried really hard to get that kill.
Yeah. But either way, PMA going to be able to take it after that first illusion, and Rex coming out of stealth, pretty much just snowballing. That early wind seemed to get a lot of early pressure out and really burn through a lot of Rex's cooldowns, forcing them to not really be able to have the sustain, the support they needed off those first few downs. Good demise for those first few downs, but after that, they just kind of cracked, and they could not get a spike back onto PMA. So we'll have to see how it goes next round. 3-0-0 is going to be timer, so 5 seconds. Any swaps comp-wise yet for Rex?
They are running the same comp still, and they are going into stealth.
Yeah. Now PMA, of course, with 3 scrappers should have the advantage reveal-wise. The
Scrappers revealing each other.
Yeah. We still have 2 more scrappers, though, on the side of PMA who didn't really use reveals, it looks like. But I'm not sure. Oh, there we go.
ReKS coming out of stealth. Yeah. PMA getting the stealth opener. 1 Necro going very low. Gonna go right back up to full health. Seems like they got their shades on the ground.
Down to say now, Thief coming out. MI is good there for
1
PMA.
Down from ReKS. Ellie, another down for ReKS. Thief porting into their stack. Looks like he's going to get cleaved out.
Yeah,
definitely going to get cleaved out. Ellie going down as well. Still very, very low. Another going down. This is going down now on their stack.
MI is coming out for ReKS. If they can get a spike back, they might be able to get some downstates here from PMA. PMA have used a lot of their pressure, but they are still pushing in, still playing very aggressively, and another downstate now going to be going out in the back. A Scourge this time. 4 more going down to their stack. Right from there, there's going to be Shades, and PMA going to take a second round. No way Rex come back.
ReKS. All right. Well, I hope you're as excited as I am for the next 3 rounds to go to ReKS to fulfill my prediction.
I don't know. It's looking a little more like what I was saying, but ReKS not out of it yet. What are they doing wrong though? I mean, they won the first round pretty handily, and they're struggling these past 2 rounds. What happened? What changed?
It seems like they're really struggling on first engage. I think the triple scrappers comp, if played correctly, is really good at getting that first engage and rolling momentum forward, keeping melee uptime pretty high. And I think PMA is doing a good job of taking advantage of that fact. They're playing to their comp's strength. And I think ReKS is not really used to that. They haven't really played against this comp before. It's a quick adaptation from the patch, and I think it's a really strong option right now.
Yeah. Are there people not in for ReKS? Like, do they have subs?
They do have 5 people sitting out, or 4 people sitting out.
I guess I can't make the squad at the moment. Are any of them scrappers? Could they move another scrapper in?
They do not have another scrapper.
Interesting. Okay, so they're stuck with the one. I have to see if, it's interesting, though, that PMA aren't really getting the reveals. It looks like that last round, I'm not really sure if that was a Revenant reveal or not, but it looks like a couple of people from ReKS came out of Stealth a bit earlier. It didn't look like that was a NG reveal, though, which, again, is, like I said, interesting that we're not really seeing those NG reveals coming out from PMA, even though they are running 3 scrappers. And I haven't really seen their scrappers spreading out too much other than that, I think, the second round, when they killed that first scrapper. So it's interesting that we're not really seeing that happen from PMA, but there you go. So you said that PMA are just pretty much playing to their comp. They're doing it well, and that's fair. But what could ReKS be doing better, do you think? What do they need to be doing here?
Well, they're not going to get a re-stealth against triple scrapper if PMA plays it correctly. That's something PMA could be doing better, is getting the reveals. With triple scrapper, you should definitely always be getting the reveal. You can position very aggressively because the opposing team has no indication of where you're re-stealthing, and you can get a full duration re-stealth every time. So you should be able to beat them if you're anywhere near where they re-stealth. So really, they could be playing a little bit better, but right now, in regards to the engage and after the engage, they are playing to their comp strengths. They're keeping melee uptime very high, wearing Rex's cooldowns out, abusing the fact that Scrapper's bringing a lot of sustain and cleanse right now to kind of stick on them,
So I'll just repeat my question again then. What do you think ReKS could be doing to make it a bit better for them?
Right. They shouldn't go for a re-stealth, is my point. Like, they shouldn't try and re-stealth. They should just go aggressive. Try and land the reveal, Bassy Venom the reveal to land it, and just try and open on their stack as soon as they can. If they don't have 2 other scrappers to go for really safe re-stealths, I don't think there's any way that they're going to be able to punish that phase of the GvG.
Right. All right, well, just a few seconds till the next round comes out. 5 seconds, and should you see the stealth coming out from both of these groups. PMA going to be stealthing a bit earlier than ReKS, so ReKS delaying their stealth, trying to get that longer stealth out. Hopefully it doesn't cost them, as we see one of the scrappers moving forward. The NG on the side of ReKS.
2 revealed from PMA, 3 revealed from PMA.
Yeah, ReKS should have the engage, and they do, going on top of it.
That is a really good engage.
Wins coming out from both groups now, moving around each other. The wins from PMA going to be interrupted pretty early. A scrapper taking a lot of pressure, but he is going to be sustained at the moment. And now PMA turn the pressure back onto ReKS, pushing in very hard. ReKS going low in this Shade Spike. 1 down at the moment. 2 down at the moment.
2 downs.
One of them. Good illusion coming out here for ReKS.
Everybody going in and out of stealth on ReKS side right now. Stink Gyro wearing out right there. 1 Herald going really, really low, going right back to full. ReKS is actually in a really good spot right now, health-wise. One dropping to illusion right there. They need to be able to get the res on this, and they're bombing on it.
Very risky res.
Get the res, and people are cracking around it. This is probably the round right here.
Yeah, Rev going down from PMA, but he rallies very easily off of that hard res crack from ReKS inside that spike from PMA. There's going to be 3 dead, 4 dead with this 1 down state being finished off. ReKS trying to mount an engage, trying to mount a comeback, but they have 2 more going down to the back line. PMA push into that. They can feel the end of the round, and it's going to be 3-1. PMA taking 3 in a row, looking very good at the moment. Score is in the bottom left.
That was pretty clean. That was.
Yeah. Why are we not seeing now? So maybe the first round that we saw where ReKS was able to get a very nice spike off on PMA and get instantly 3-4 down. Maybe that was just PMA not playing well, and maybe that's the case. Maybe that's what you think. But why was ReKS able to do that and not and not be able to do it the last 3 rounds?
Well, it's not the easiest to tell because both teams are hostile to me at the moment, but
Oh,
it
okay.
seems like some things might be coming down early and some things might be coming down late from ReKS Stealth Spike. I think they could be doing a better job of syncing everything up with the commander's call out of stealth, because it seems like a lot of PMA people are seeing 1 circle, 2 circles, and then dodging, and then everything else is coming down. I think if they line their spike up just a little bit tighter on that stealth engage, they would probably have a little bit better luck trying to catch people. You have to be really, really tight against a comp with this much cleanse in regards to lining up your immobilizes and your damage. You only have probably half a second or so before something gets cleansed that's holding them in place.
Yeah, absolutely. And PMA 1 round away from taking it, so the pressure is going to be on for ReKS. Now, you said it's going to be, I think, 4-2. So obviously your prediction so far, or now is impossible. I said it was going to be 4-3 for PMA. So if ReKS wins 2 more rounds and then PMA wins 1, it'll be perfect as far as I'm concerned. But PMA
There is
poised to
a
take
comp
the
change.
GvG right here. Oh, okay, what's the comp change for
They
ReKS?
are dropping a. They are putting in a warrior for thief. I don't know if he's just getting gear. Oh no, they're putting in a different thief. Yeah, he
Okay,
was getting gear. They're putting in a different thief player, I believe.
okay, but they still only have 1 warrior.
Yes.
Okay, so not really, not an actual comp change, just a player change.
Nope. Now, false alarm, folks. Sorry.
Fair enough. That's all right. There, it's you're allowed one of those per GvG. False alarm, that is.
Okay.
But all right. So now this is a bit of, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised that it's going so well for PMA. Like I said, ReKS was the higher rated seed coming into this tournament, and I definitely think that PMA has been improving, certainly the past several weeks. Since before the tournament started and during the last week of the tournament. But do you think it's just a comp thing here, or do you think it's also PMA playing better?
Well, it's really hard to tell with comp related stuff. A lot of the time, it can be a combination of the two, and I think that's what we're seeing here. PMA has been putting a lot more effort into 15s in the last few weeks than they have previously. So they're probably seeing some of that pay off in regards to their gameplay, and they also adapted very quickly to the patch. Adding scrappers in right away, in my opinion, is a very, very good move. I think triple scrapper is what we're going to see a lot of in the rest of this tournament. And I think it's a really, really difficult to punish comp as long as scrapper functionality and gyros remain the same as they are at the moment.
Yeah, Scrapper definitely very, very strong. And for anyone who's not aware, with the last patch on Tuesday, Scrapper gyros were actually turned into wells that followed you around while you moved, and at the end of them, assuming it's traded, you actually get super speed like you used to on old Scrapper. So a very, very strong buff to Scrapper. Purge gyro, Bulwark gyro, and also Sneak gyro becoming a lot better. And yeah, it's just certainly a very, very strong class. A lot of cleanse, decent healing, just very good support. Obviously, revealing in the start. Although again, we haven't really seen that many reveals from PMA here in this GvG, interestingly enough. But nonetheless, certainly a hard to punish comp. Is there a specific thing that you think ReKS needs to do to break, or just in general that guilds need to do to break scrapper comps? Or
Yeah. I think running 3 scrappers is a really good option against the three
so you
scrapper
you
comp.
think the best way to beat a 3 scrapper comp is to just match it?
Yes, almost
Okay.
certainly.
All right.
The stealth phase of GvG is too important at the moment not to play that
Although
way.
again, we haven't really seen a lot coming out of the stealth here, in my opinion. I mean, I think it's come
This is
down to
true.
more the actual rounds. Like the reveals haven't really come into play that much. I mean, maybe 1 round they did, but again, it just hasn't really seemed like PMA is playing around those reveals that much, and it doesn't really seem like ReKS is coming out of or really getting much off of stealth engages when they aren't revealed. And
We
same thing with
are
PMA.
going to see a second scrapper from ReKS.
Okay. Um,
We are going to see 2 scrappers coming out from them and a elementalist, which actually they already had. Never mind.
why not just interrupt the re-stealth? So are you assuming the re-stealth, Patrick? If you're talking about the re-stealth for ReKS,
I
or you
believe
just
he's
mean in
talking about
general?
engineer re-stealth, so you can't actually see the sneak gyro fields anymore. So uh, you can just stealth, and there's no way to know where the opposing team is re-stealthing anymore if they have 3 scrappers.
And by the way, if you want to tell, I don't know who's leading them, Striker or King. Oh, never mind. We just got timer. I was gonna say they need to make sure they're not delaying too long because it definitely has been several minutes now. And we don't want to delay too long.
1-0-0 getting called in squad chat here. I think about 38 seconds out.
Okay. Does anyone care about the rules? Yeah. So you said they're gonna be running 2 scrappers now, and what did they take out for that?
I believe they took out 1 sustain, so the other Tempest that they had.
They were running 2 Tempest, now they're running 2 scrappers.
Yes.
So it's gonna be still 1 less scrapper than PMA is running. But are they running 4 Guardians? Sorry, I don't remember when you said. Or are they running 3?
Oh, that's what they took out. They were running 4 Guardians. Terribly sorry. They are now running 3 with 2 scrappers.
And they still have 1 Ellie.
Yes.
All right, here we go, though. This is possibly the last round if PMA take it. Rex trying desperately to hold on. PMA going to be playing a defensive with this engage. And Rex, again, going to be stealthing a little bit later. Only 1 scrapper moving up from PMA. The other 2 going to be staying on stack for the sneak gyros. We'll have to see how that goes. However, it's not going to get all of them, I don't think. And Rex coming out of stealth right in front of PMA. However, they don't know it yet. But Shade's going to be dropped here now from Rex on top of PMA, looking for a target. No one low as of yet. There's a wins now. And 2 going down.
3 going down for ReKS. They really need to recover these fast. Another 2 going down. This looks really, really rough in this round. They might be able to get the res on this Necro, though. He is going to get back up, and they're going to get their damage down on the ground.
They're actually turning the damage down.
This could be a pretty favorable situation now. They spent a lot of energy trying to get those.
Brain downstate from PMA. The Thief going to be cleaved out. Scrapper as well as Firebrand going to be still in downstate. Cleave is good for that Scrapper and the Firebrand, I believe. The other Thief going to be going down as well. Rex converging on top of it, trying to get a kill. A second player going to be going down on top of that Thief, going to be the Spellbreaker. Wind's going to be used on both groups. I think PMA call it. They do. Rex going to take it.
Excellent. Very, very good round from ReKS. That extra Scrapper, I think, really helped keep their melee uptime a lot more viable. And those reses were really, really clean. That was a really good reaction time from their supports.
Yeah, that illusion. Very good. 4-3 calling it for Rex. All right, Nooney, we'll have to see. But it is 3-2 at the moment. Still obviously in favor of PMA. Rex need to take another round to tie it up. Bring it to the tiebreak round. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to continue to play well with this extra Scrapper added in. But yes, definitely very, very close. Looked like a very bad spot for Rex there at the last second. But again, able to get those reses and able to turn the damage down. Thief and downstate for a very long time. And actually, that's a little bit worrying, to be honest. I'm not sure what the MIs on the side of PMA were used for, because that Thief should have been instantly MI'd when he went into downstate. And I don't know if now just called for them not to MI, if he thought that they could get the hard res, if they were just focusing on the cleave instead of the downstate. Either way, but that Thief definitely shouldn't have been in downstate for as long as he was. And regardless, he was cleaved out. The MI should have been there for the other get downstates afterwards. So unless the Guardians were wasting them to try to escape a spike, definitely not good on the side of PMA. No res really coming out there. And that's not what you want. That's not what you want to see when you're running 3 Guardians, unless of course they're not running MI. But well, that's just a different issue there. But obviously they don't have the same res potential as Rex does with the Chronomancer. They're not running that illusion, and we have seen the illusion come in handy a couple times there for Rex so far. What are your thoughts on wins here? This is actually the first GvG that I'm seeing. I've obviously played in some GvGs, but seeing with the new wins. And we've seen the wins on the side of PMA actually get interrupted very, very quickly. And whether that's just coincidence or it's Rex doing a very good job of targeting him out and interrupting him, it does not seem like they're getting too much value out of it. Although I think the second round they may have. And somewhat similar situation there for the Rex Warrior, though it does look like his wins is lasting a little bit longer. But do you think that it's still worth bringing a Warrior here?
I think it is, and I think I would really like to see them use that wins not on opener, but right after opener. Using it on the second spike seems to be getting a lot more mileage for the EU guilds that have been playing it in the past day than trying to use it on opener. I feel like the interrupt rate on opener is just too high, too inconsistent. You're not getting enough mileage. Stuff coming out from both. We're going into the round.
And here it is. Again, if PMA win this, that'll be the GvG. If Rex take it, it'll be 3-3. Reveal from Rex, not going to make it. There are the sneak gyros coming out from PMA. Playing very safe this round. No scrappers going out.
Still coming out from ReKS.
Should be a pretty easy reveal for the scrappers on the side of PMA. And actually, some of them just dropping
There's
early.
the reveal.
PMA are there.
All out of
There's
stealth.
the CC. Rex so far able to move out of it okay,
A
actually. There's
a
the
lot of
wings, though.
shades went down on nothing right there. That's a little worrisome.
Three
Three
going
down
down.
from ReKS.
Good demise, though. They're going to be able to get him up, but one still
Oh,
caught. That's
two
going to be a
going down
Scourge.
still.
Illusion coming up for one.
Illusion. One Scourge is going to die for sure. That is one dead Scourge. They really need to get a kill off this.
Yeah, there is one going down. There's a Thief on the side of PMA going down. A lot of Cleave coming out. He starts to get hard res, but I don't think he's going to be there. No, he's going to get killed, and it's going to tie it up 14-14. Rex going in, trying to find more pressure off. A Scrapper going very, very low. Does get immobilized, but the Clave, the sustain is going to be there. So at the moment, PMA is sustaining through this, and now they push back onto Rex. Rex need to be careful they don't overextend, but they may have
going
that.
down for ReKS.
2 in down state. Not sure the reses are going to be there. Mize and Illusion's already going to be used. Rex need to be careful they don't crack, but they do.
Another going down. 3 going down. It looks like this could be the round. 5 going down. This is definitely the round for PMA, taking the win over Rex.
And just like that, PMA cleaning it up, losing one player that round, but taking it nonetheless, and it's going to be 4-2 PMA over Rex. Just like that. Exactly, Gregor. Exactly. And you know, I believe you got the score right, just the guild's wrong, Bridian. I got the guilds right, but the score wrong. So, I mean, what does that say about us as casters?
Hazy, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. But nonetheless, GG's to both PMA and Rex. Very, very well played. Nice job there from Rex to be able to at least some of a comeback. But good job to PMA to just stick to their guns and be able to clean it up and take that last round. So, but still very close GvG. Certainly a lot closer than I think some of us may have expected there. And I mean, hey, oh, I gotta. All right, but yeah, final score going to be 4-2 for PMA over Rex. And that means Rex, actually, surprisingly enough, when we go to our brackets, Rex is going to be going down to the losers bracket. They will be fighting MM, I believe, tomorrow, which is going to be streamed on Gregor's stream, as well as, excuse me, as well as Wavy versus SF, which, by the way, I believe you will be participating in. Are you? Not be.
I will be playing in that GvG probably on the side of Wavy.
Very cool. And how are you? Where's the co-caster? Here you go. There's the co-caster face. How are you feeling about that GvG?
Oh, you know, I'm excited. I haven't, you know, had the chance to play in a tournament in a while, and I always get giddy about GvGs regardless of who they're against or where they are. So I'm pretty pumped.
Do you think that there's any chance you guys lose to SF, or do you think it's going to be pretty in the bag for you?
I don't think we'll lose any rounds. I would be pretty surprised if we did. Okay. But I'm excited to see what SF brings, and you know, maybe they'll surprise us something with the new patch that we haven't thought of. That'd be pretty cool.
All right, great. Before we finish up, I do want to just take a quick look at the brackets. So now, PMA are going to be moving forward, and they will be facing either TE or ONS. TE and ONS, if we type in !schedule, I believe they're fighting